Hello and welcome to the show. Today we are going to be discussing the topic of aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Respiration is the chemical reactions that break down nutrient molecules in living cells to release energy. Energy in the human body. Muscle contraction, protein synthesis, growth, cell division, the passage of nerve impulses and the maintenance of constant body temperature all require energy. Aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is the release of a relatively large amount of energy in cells by the breakdown of food substances in the presence of oxygen. The word equation for aerobic respiration is glucose plus oxygen equals carbon dioxide plus water. The chemical equation for aerobic respiration is C6H12O6 plus 6O2 equals 6CO2 plus 6H2O. Anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration is the release of a relatively small amount of energy by the breakdown of food substances in the absence of oxygen. There are two word equations for anaerobic respiration. In muscles during hard exercise, glucose equals lactic acid, and the microorganism yeast, glucose equals alcohol plus carbon dioxide. Lactic acid. In muscles, glucose is respired into two lactic acid molecules. Yeast respires glucose into alcohol and carbon dioxide. During vigorous exercise, your heart can't pump blood around your body fast enough for oxygen to be supplied to your muscles. Your muscles require too much energy. In order to gain enough energy, in addition to respiring aerobically, your muscle cells also respire anaerobically, resulting in the buildup of lactic acid. In higher concentrations, lactic acid can prove to be toxic to muscle cells, causing cramps, muscle fatigue, soreness, etc. Therefore, after exercise, we continue to breathe hard and our heart rate remains high for some time, to supply your muscles with enough oxygen to further break down lactic acid into carbon dioxide and water. This is called the oxygen debt. An easy way to remember this is, during exercise you borrowed some extra energy without paying for it with oxygen. So in simple words, oxygen debt is the extra oxygen required by your body to break down the lactic acid produced by your body after strenuous exercise. Your breathing rate and heart rate return to normal after you finish breaking down the lactic acid. Anaerobic respiration is used in yeast during the making of bread and for brewing. I will now describe the process. Brewing. Yeast is dissolved into warm maltose-containing solution. The yeast respires aerobically. This is for fermentation. It produces the alcohol called ethanol, making the drink alcoholic, and carbon dioxide, making it fizzy. Bread making. The first stage of bread making usually involves mixing yeast, water, and sugar. This activates the yeast to begin respiring anaerobically. After flour is added to make the dough, it is left in a warm place to rise. The dough rises due to the carbon dioxide produced during respiration. Baking kills the yeast and evaporates any alcohol formed. Energy release. Usually, in biology, the amount of energy released in respiration is proportional to the number of CH bonds broken in the substance respired. Since aerobic respiration allows the breaking of all CH bonds to form CO2 and H2O, and anaerobic means that a lot of the CH bonds may not be broken. More energy is released in aerobic respiration. That is the end of the topic. Thank you for listening. We hope that you found it informative. Next, we'll be discussing the topic of gas exchange. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Until next time.